Today is the continuation of the same chapter, radioactivity. Yesterday I said it is the phenomenon of spontaneous emission of radiation. Radioactivity is a nuclear phenomenon. Okay, now I'll tell you how the radioactivity was discovered. Radioactivity was discovered by a scientist named Henry Becquerel. Henry Becquerel. His name was Henry Becquerel. Henry Becquerel. Henry Becquerel was a scientist who discovered radioactivity. Actually, there is a story about him. He was a chemist, and he was doing some experiment in chemistry lab. He had uranium salt, and the name of the salt was uranium platinocyanide. These are just a story, just to have an idea only about it, how he discovered radioactivity. When he was doing experiment, he was getting extra amount of heat energy there, extra quantity of radiation was coming out. Then he started thinking, what is wrong with this salt? There is something extra radiations coming out which is not expected, and it is coming out from this salt. He wanted to check whether any kind of radiation is coming out from it or not. To check a radiation, the best idea is that salt you have to expose to the photographic plate. When you expose to the photographic plate, any kind of radiations will be traveling and will be striking the photographic plate, and the photographic plate will be affected. Photographic plate will have scratches or marks all around if radiations are coming out. If radiations not coming out, photographic plate will remain as it is. So he applied the same technique to those uranium salt. He took a container. This container was a thick lead container. It was a thick lead container. Lead container, PB. Lead container was there. And he took the salts in the container. In a dark room, definitely, because photographic plate experiment is done only in the dark rooms. Otherwise, the light will come and will affect the photographic plate. It has to be performed only in the dark room. And here on top of it, he placed a photographic plate. There was a plate. This was photo plate. That is photographic plate. After some time, he removed the plate and he saw what happened to the plate. When he saw the plate, he found the photographic plate was badly affected. There were scratches all over the plates. Photo plate was affected. That confirms that there are some kind of radiations coming out from it. Then Henry Becquerel started thinking, what kind of radiations are coming out? What are their natures? Whether they are positively charged, they are negatively charged, or they are uncharged, like light and all. They are electromagnetic in nature, that can travel through the vacuum. He wanted to find out the nature of those radiations. So for that purpose, he, in the same dark room, he lifted the plate just above the container here, like this, and he applied two plates, one side positive plate, one side negative plate. Positive plate, how can he apply? He took a battery like this. The longer one is positive, the shorter one is negative. Positive plate he connected to a positive plate. This was copper plate. And negative when he connected to the negative side. So this side was positive, this side was negative. And of course in the dark room only he was doing all this experiment. This time who was he? Henry Becquerel. he found there were only three distinct spots. Three spots only, not the photographic plate was having spots all over. Only three spots were there. First spot was somewhere here. Second spot was exactly at the center of the plate. And the third spot was somewhere here. Three spots. So on the basis of these three spots seen on the photographic plate, he categorized or he classified the radiations into three types. The spot which was received towards the positive end, it must be negatively charged. The spot which is going towards this one, it must be negatively charged, negative in nature. And the one which is going towards the negative side, it must be positive. Because positive attracts the negative, negative attracts the positive. And the one coming at the center was uncharged, means zero charge. The negative spot or negatively charged radiation, that was named as beta. Positively charged was named as alpha. And the one which was uncharged was named as gamma. So alpha, beta, gamma, three kind of radiations were discovered. By who? By Henry Becquerel. So what kind of radiations are coming out from a radioactive material? Three kinds of radiation. They are alpha, beta and gamma. What kind of radiation is beta? Beta is negatively charged radiations. What kind of radiation is alpha? Positively charged radiation. What kind of radiation is gamma? Uncharged. That is neutral in nature. Now we can join like this. This one was going straight here like this. This one we can do like this. This one we can do like this. These three radiations are also termed as Becquerel rays, named after Henry Becquerel. Named after Henry Becquerel, they are termed as Becquerel rays also. Suppose you may get a question in ICC coming like this. They may show a plate like this, and the three spots are shown like this, one here, and one here like this. And they are asking, identify the three spots when a radioactive material such as maybe uranium they may say, or they may say radium, or they may say thorium, any one of radioactive material is exposed to a photographic plate. Name them, identify each one of them. Suppose this is number is given here 1, this is given 2, this is given 3. So how do we identify them? They are not giving the plates, they have not shown. Which side is positive, which side is not negative is not shown. How do we identify them? We will identify the one which is coming at the center. It is bending neither towards the positive side nor towards the negative side. It must be uncharged, it must be gamma. That is number 2 is gamma. And how to identify alpha and beta? We see out here in the diagram, you can see there is a reason also. I will tell you the reason. Alpha will be closer to the center, whereas beta will be far away. The deviation. Alpha will be less deflected, whereas beta will be the most deflected. Whereas gamma is undeflected. Gamma does not get deflected. So whichever is close to the center, that will be alpha. I think 3 is close to the center, that will be alpha, and the other one will be gamma. So you can identify this is gamma, this is alpha, this is beta. This is how we identify them. If they only show a specimen of the photographic plate, we can easily identify them by this method. There is a reason why one is far away from the center, one is close by. There is a reason behind. I will tell you about that little while later. But just have an idea how do we identify them. Hope you understood this experiment, that Henry Becquerel experiment on radioactivity or the discovery of radioactivity. So 3 kind of radiations are coming out. One of the radiation is similar to light. Which of the radiation is similar to light? Answer is gamma, because light also uncharged. It is an electromagnetic wave. It can travel through vacuum. Even gamma can also travel through the vacuum. It is similar to light. Name the radiations emitted by a radioactive material that is similar to light. The answer is gamma. And the radiation that is similar to electron is beta, because electron is also negatively charged. Beta is also negatively charged. So beta is similar to electron. And the one which is similar to a nucleus, that will be alpha. Because nucleus is always positively charged, because neutron doesn't have charge and protons in it will have positive charge. The one which is similar to nucleus, that will be your alpha. So how many type of radiations coming out? 3. And what are their names? Alpha, beta and gamma. And they are also called Becquerel rays. Becquerel rays. And I hope you understood the experiment behind it. Now, on further research or investigations, the nature of those alpha, beta, gamma were determined. So I'll make a table for it to know the nature and the important properties of those radiations. First one I write alpha radiation. Here I'll be writing beta radiation. Here I'll write gamma radiation. Alpha, beta and gamma radiations. First point I write a positively charged. As you know, beta radiation I write a negatively charged. Here I write uncharged, that means neutral. Second one, alpha radiation's mass equal to mass of a helium nucleus, He nucleus. Helium nucleus mass we write as 2 and 4. Alpha radiation is similar to a nucleus. Which nucleus is similar to? Helium. And helium's atomic number is 2 and mass number is 4. So that nucleus we are writing here. That means helium nucleus contains 2 protons and 2 neutrons. Which contains the maximum amount of charge? Answer is alpha. 2 positive charges contains. And here we write mass is equal to mass of an electron. Electron mass is very less. We write as -1 and 0. This is the symbol we use for electron. E means electron with the -1. Its charge is -1 and mass is very small, so very close to 0. It is not exactly 0, but it is very close to 0. And here no mass, we will be writing a no mass. It doesn't have a mass, massless. That is your gamma. Third one, it is helium plus atom. Alpha radiation is same as helium double ions, 2 ions, 2 positive ions or 2 positive charge it contains, these atoms. What is alpha radiation? It is a doubly ionized helium atom. We call it doubly ionized. You can write here doubly ionized helium atom. Positive sign represents loss of electron. You are having a helium nucleus Helium nucleus normally contains 2 electrons and the nucleus, atom, and the nucleus will contain 2 protons and 2 neutrons. Electrons are lost by it, so it contains 2 positive charge. So such a nucleus is called alpha particle or alpha radiations. This will be electron. We do not like this -1. This means electron. Or here we write fast moving electron, fast moving electron from the nucleus, and write like this -1 and 0 here, -1 and 0, and here you write electromagnetic wave. It is a kind of wave. Properties are exactly similar to the properties of light. After that, you write point number 4. Less penetrating power. 100 times more than alpha particle. Beta radiations penetration power 100 times more than alpha particle, and here you write 10,000 times more than the alpha particle. 10,000 times more than the alpha particle. Point number 5, write down speed. Speed is equal to 10 to the power of 7 meter per second. The speed of alpha radiation is equal to 10 to the power of 7 meters per second. And speed of beta, you write here speed equal to 90% of speed of light. Speed of light is denoted by the symbol c, and the value of c is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And here you write speed equal to c. Then what is c? Speed of light. C means speed of light. It travels with the same speed as the speed of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Which of them has the highest speed? This one. Which of them has the lowest speed? Alpha. So alpha radiation, beta radiations are termed in the form of particle. We say alpha particle, we say beta particle, but for gamma we don't say particle. It is not a particle, it will have a mass. So it does not have a mass. So we call it a wave, electromagnetic wave. So one of them is a wave. Which one? So gamma. Then you write next point. Highest ionizing power. Highest ionizing power. Less ionizing power. Second column, less ionizing power. And gamma radiation we write least ionizing power. Least ionizing power. Least ionizing power. Then next one you write number 7. Stopping distance. Stopping distance is equal to a few meter in air. A few meter in air. Stopping distance is equal to a few meter in air. And here you write 100 meter in air. 100 meter in air. And out here you write 10,000 meters. That means 10 kilometer in air. 10 kilometer in air. Number 8. That can be stopped by thin paper. Can be stopped by thin paper can be stopped by thin paper, or human skin. What beta you write? Can be stopped by 5 millimeter 5 mm thick aluminium, 5 mm thick aluminium, and gamma you write 5 mm thick, can be stopped by 5 mm thick, can be stopped by 5 millimeter thick lead block, lead block. So these are the properties and all I discussed today. So our lesson for today is this much. So next day I will be continuing with the more of this one. I will report some idea, nature, properties and all. So